The forces of chaos prepare for chaos. The forces of chaos prepare for chaos. Now, chaos erupts here on Mountainside Tabletop.
Sup, y'all? Back here on Mountainside Tabletop, and I'm bringing the Nemesis Claw. Played them once before on the channel, but I'm hoping that when they're not on loot and when they're not on Beta Decima...
And they're not facing Corsairs.
Yeah, I think this is a better setup for them. I've heard they're pretty good into elite teams, so I'm hoping I can make some chaos magic happen here. For my loadout today, these are the operatives I have down below. I left the Fearmonger at home because I feel like he's just not great into elites, but I am taking the Heavy Bolter, and I am also taking the Melta. For equipment, I've got the Suspenser system on the Heavy Bolter to help with movement. I've gotten Flayed Skin on the Screecher and also the Skin Thief. And then my leader has the Grizzly Trophy because I feel like that combos really well with the Portent he has.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Basically just a scratch thing. So I'm hoping that he can be pretty deadly with his Plasma Pistol, but also with his Chainblade.
Yeah. So, I've played against this team once before. I know they have a lot of tricks, and I can't possibly remember them all. But one that I am aware of and can play around is the Ventrilocar. Basically, with like a move, a dash, and his 6-inch range, he has like a 15-inch threat radius to be able to make my guys dash out into the open. I've only got 6 of them, and if one of them dies, that's a pretty big swing. So I've kind of got to keep my distance until I can get in close and shred him with some close combat stuff, but I've got my eye on that one for sure. All right, so to round out the all chaos elite versus elite battle, I've got the Legionaries back on the channel. Once again, I've decided to go all Nurgle with them. It's so good. Damage reduction is so good. I've played a few games with Legionary where I've mixed marks, and it can be great, but the brain load is a lot. And so it's nice to be able to just go all Nurgle. I know what I'm taking every turn. I've got a pretty good idea of how everything works, and it's going to be hard for Brad to kill them.
Yep.
My equipment is dead simple as well. I'm kind of trying a new idea I've got, and I've given the crack grenade to the heavy gunner. Could be stupid. It could be brilliant, galaxy brain stuff, but I've given a grizzly trophy to my butcher. And then, of course, I've given the suspenders to my heavy gunner, because movement is important, especially when you have a crack grenade.
Yeah, okay, we all know that the damage reduction ploy, mutagenic flesh, very good. And when your leader's around, you can use that for free.
Yep.
So I want to kill your leader as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Also, Plasma Pistol's good and pretty good fighting too.
Yeah, the Power Fist is awesome. It does 5-7 damage, and last I checked, that equals 1 Chaos Space Marine.
Yeah.
So
gotta kill him.
Yeah.
For today's game, we're playing on an open board. We've pulled the Junction deployment, and the mission is secure. We roll off for attacker defender, I win, and I'm going to choose to be the attacker. Vic chooses the bottom left corner to be his deployment zone, and then we set up our barricades and operatives. In the scouting step, we both pick infiltrate. I'm going to give Victor initiative for turning point 1, and we get right into it. To start off turning point 1, Victor plays Mutagenic Flesh for free because of his leader's ability. And then I roll for Prescience tokens, and I get 2. Nobody reveals any tac ops, so we start the game.
So, with the first activation, I'm not going to wait around. I'm just going to move up and secure this objective with my leader.
I'll start off by moving up with my Skin Thief and then tapping this objective.
My Plasma Gunner is just going to move up and hide.
My Screecher's going to move a tiny bit.
My Butcher is going to move and dash and then secure this point and hide.
I'll go with my leader now. I'll spend a Prescience token on Premonition to gain an extra CP, and then just move a bit.
All right, well, this might be crazy and stupid, but it might also be awesome. My heavy gunner's gonna move, dash, and then throw his crack at the skin thief. 4 6s. I'm gonna spend a CP because I get that free ploy, you know.
Okay. Good start.
Oh, Brad.
I didn't even take a crack grenade. I thought they were trash.
No, they're OP.
They're trash against you.
Yeah, right, true.
My ventriloquist is going to go now. I'll move, dash, and then secure this objective.
My Shrive Talon's gonna do the same.
Same with my Melta.
My Balefire is just gonna move and dash and stay behind this barricade.
Alright, well, I'm going to try and punish Victor's little crack play. So my heavy bolter is going to move about 4 inches, and then I'll shoot your heavy bolter. So after all that, I only get 3 damage through, which is not what I was hoping for. But then I'll dash about another 2 inches, thanks to that suspensor system, and just be obscured, hopefully.
At the end of the turning point, we both score 3 victory points for primaries, and I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I obviously was able to take one of your operatives off the board and not lose anyone in return yet.
That's a pretty bad way to start the game, but I'm trying to play with restraint here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play cagily and just like wait out Victor's guys moving up, because I know he's going to want to get kills.
I really
And if
do.
I just wait long enough, I'm going to be able to get some good charges off and hopefully get some sick kills with my sick melee operatives.
Yeah, I mean, if I can just trade from here on out and avoid giving up double kills, obviously the math works out well for me, so we'll see. In Turning Point 2, Brad wins a pretty crucial initiative roll. In the strategic phase, he's going to do his prescience tokens and only gain 1. I, of course, am going to play Mutagenic Flesh for free, and then Brad will play Nightmare Manifest and Prey Sight, and I'm going to play Implacable just, to do something. In target reveal, Brad's going to do Eliminate Guards on my Heavy Gunner, and I'm going to return the favor and put Eliminate Guards on his Melta.
I'm going to go first with my Melta. I'll move up and shoot your Balefire Acolyte. It's an okay roll, but I know your 1 save roll that you have, you're just going to be auto-retaining, so this won't even kill you. So I'm going to spend a CP on a reroll, which does nothing, so your Balefire Acolyte will live with 2 HP.
I didn't think that I could survive a Melta shot like that, so I'm going to do something with my Balefire while he's still around, and do a Fire Blast on the Melta. I get a decent roll here, but Brad saves pretty well, and it only does 5 damage. But my fighting is pretty good, and so I'm gonna charge and fight him. This is so stupid with only 2 wounds left, but if I get 2 crits, because of my mortal wounds, I get an instant kill. Okay, come on. Oh, yeah!
Bro.
Oh man, and I get it. That is such a bonus, both not dying and then taking out the Melta.
It's a bit gross.
It really is, honestly, but it does score me Eliminate Guards, and my Balefire is just waiting to be executed now.
Okay, well, I'll go with my Heavy Gunner now, I think. I'm going to start by shooting your Heavy Gunner again. I get a good roll, but I'm going to spend 1 CP, and I'm glad I did, because now that's P1 active. And I get the kill, and that's going to score me Eliminate Guards. Alright, then I'll shoot again, and I'll shoot the Balefire Acolyte this time. Great roll, you only had 2 HP left, another kill. And then I'll move a bit to try and be safely obscured, and hopefully stay alive until the next turn.
So, remember in the TP1 recap when I said, if I can just keep trading and avoid double kills, I feel really good. Well, I no longer feel good. So I'm going to activate my Shrive Talon, but Brad is going to play the extremely powerful Vox Scream tactical ploy, and so I've got to pick someone else. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, so I had my Butcher kind of ready to go with an activation, so I'm just going to move, secure this point, and then dash into hiding.
I'll move and dash into hiding with my Ventriloquist. I kind of just want to keep him alive for now.
It goes against every single instinct I have playing Legionary, but my Shrive Talon is not going to chase the Ventriloquist. I'm just going to move, dash, and steal that objective back, but it hurts every single bone in my body to do it.
Right, my Screecher, Shrieker, what's his name? He's gonna move, tap this point, and then dash away.
My Plasma Gunner is gonna move, dash, and then take a shot at Brad's Heavy Gunner. Of course I'm gonna overcharge it here. And of course I get a bad roll. I'm gonna spend a CP to not take any wounds here anyway and re-roll this one. Oh man, I think I'm gonna spend one more. Brad saves his 1 defense die and stays alive with 6 HP.
All right, well, I just have my leader left, but Vic also just has his leader left, and I kind of want to make him go first and give my leader the last laugh. So I'm going to spend a Prescience token to pass, and you have to go with your leader, Vic.
That is such a good play. I wasn't even thinking about that. All of my planning has been about having the last activation in this turn, and yeah, that's really thrown a wrench into everything. I was planning on being able to retaliate and steal a point back, but now I just can't. There's no way, and I don't want to give Brad a double kill to end the turning point, so I'm just gonna have to move a little bit, take my medicine, and hide, but man, I hate that.
So I'm gonna take a big risk play here. My leader's gonna move and dash out into the middle of nowhere and overcharge a plasma shot at your butcher. And I get to kill Victor. Now the downside of this is if I lose initiative, my leader's as good as dead.
Yeah.
But if I win initiative, I think I pretty much, I'm so far ahead.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So at the end of the turning point here, you are ahead by 2 points. You did manage to go 4-2 on primaries this turn, but I don't know, I'm ahead on bodies now. I had such a bad start to this game, getting one shot by a crack, having some whiffs.
Yeah.
But I've really managed to pull myself back in it, and dare I say, am I ahead now?
Yeah, honestly, it feels like if you win initiative, I might be tabled by the 3rd activation of this turning point, which feels bad. Yeah, I feel like you really Nemesis clawed your way back into this.
Skirmish mat, Desolate Dunes, skirmish mat, Desolate Dunes, skirmish mat, Desolate Dunes, skirmish mat, Desolate Dunes. For an initiative roll this important, with my leader hanging out in the middle of nowhere, we have to show the roll. I can't even watch this. Why don't you roll first? Because if you roll a 6, I don't even have to roll.
Yeah, alright.
So I have to know what I have to beat. So I have a 1 and 3.
You're gonna get it. I know.
I'm not gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
The odds are against me.
Yeah, well, that's alright. You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it. I know. I'm not gonna get it. You're gonna get it. The odds are against you. Yeah, well, that's alright.
Are you a patron to Mountainside Tabletop?
No, I'm a patron to lots of other channels, though.
Oh, so you're not cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suck.
Yeah, you're not a 1 HP gangster or a mountain goat?
No.
Well, you could be.
How would I do that?
Go to our link in our description. Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Too bad. All right. For strat ploys here, mutagenic flesh for free from Victor, and I'm gonna roll and get 2 prescience tokens. And then for tac ops, Victor puts eliminate guards on my Screecher, and I'll put eliminate guards on Vic's leader.
So obviously my leader is going to activate first. I've really got to take out Brad's leader here, but there's a really interesting interaction at play. I would love to move close to him and play Malignant Aura and make him just remove all of his defense dice. But he's got a Grizzly Trophy, and so that would then in turn remove one of my attack dice. I'm not smart enough to do the math to know what's better, but I'm just going to stay 6 inches away and shoot him with my plasma pistol because it feels like the right thing to do. Oh my god. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Of course I'm spending my last 2 CP to reroll those ones. And my god, it's a good thing I hit on 2s because it's not much better, but it'll do something.
Well, first things first, I will spend a prescience token to use Portent and remove one of your dice, basically. And then I'll roll my save. And only 2 hits are going through, so I'm actually staying alive with 3 HP. This is shocking. I thought if I lost initiative, I was dead for sure.
Yes, I too thought that.
But apparently, plasma is not that good.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
And then with my last APL, I'm just going to dash away, so at least Brad will have to move before killing me.
Well, the obvious play here is to go with my leader and probably just move him, keep him safe, and top a point. But I'm worried if I do that, then Victor can basically just get a free kill on my heavy bolter with his plasma. So I'm gonna do a spicy play here. I'm gonna charge my Ventrilocar into Vic's plasma gunner, and then I'll fight. After everything, I'm taken down to 5 HP, but the plasma gunner stays alive at 1 HP. This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Paul Wilson. Thanks, Paul. Man, I really should have played the fight twice play. Anyway, with my last action, I guess I'll just tap this point, even though Vic can easily just steal it back later.
No big surprises here. My plasma gunner is going to fall back, and I'm going to take a shot at Brad's leader. I've decided I'm going to overcharge this. If I roll ones and die, I don't care. I just need to get rid of this leader. Of course, now the Dice God's bounty is revealed, and I get a ridiculous roll here. Bring down the leader and reveal Headhunter.
I guess my heavy bolter's gonna move, and I'll shoot your plasma gunner. You only have 1 health, and I easily get the kill here.
Well, I only have 1 guy left, so my Shrive Talon's going to charge and fight the Ventrilocar. Get a good enough roll here to kill him and reveal Robin Ransack. Then with my last APL, I'm going to secure this point.
I guess my Screecher's a coward because he's gonna dash, tap the point, and then pass. Alright, why don't you take this? I'm too sick to my stomach, Victor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory, but honestly, if your Ventrilocar had got that kill, we are not even playing Turning Point 4. But right now, as it stands, I'm at 13 points to your 9. Feeling good about Turning Point 4, but I think that there's still a chance that, you know, I could throw even harder.
Yeah, alright, so Turning Point 4, really, it's over. Strategic ploys and tac ops are basically irrelevant here. First, Victor moves his Shrive Talon and just hides. Then my Heavy Gunner is gonna move up and tap this point. Vic's leader moves over and steals a point from me. And then my Screecher's just gonna move a bit. So at the end of the game, I can score 1 point from this faction tac op. And then we end the game, a score of 13-17. In case you were wondering, my last unrevealed tac op was Robin Ransack, which I never had any chance of scoring the entire game because I didn't get any melee kills.
Yeah, your Skin Thief eating a crack grenade in TP1 put a damper on Robin Ransack for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That game, it's tough for me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I had such a hard start, and then I really worked so hard.
Yeah.
And I think I played pretty well for a while.
You did, for sure.
To put myself back in it, and I think I was even favored for a little bit. And then one activation, I probably told Victor 10 times, there's no way I'm not going next with my leader.
You did say that a lot.
And then I thought about it so much that I somehow convinced myself that it made sense to charge with my Ventrilocar.
Yeah. You thought about it for too long, and I think we were talking about this, but like, anytime that you spend a long time thinking about a move, or anytime one spends a long time thinking about a move, feels like the worst move is what comes out of that. A lot of the time, you know? Like, you just are, you're so capable of like convincing yourself that there are threats on the board that aren't really there. And yeah.
How many comments are we gonna get of people saying Brad is on next level copium?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Probably a lot. Oh well, thanks for the free engagement, haters.